Alright, hi, hello. I'm back at home because my camera died during setup and I didn't realize it died during setup, so I'm not actually sure how much footage I got. Usually we take about maybe 40 minutes to an hour to set up, but it took a whopping 2.5 hours to set up today because I am one-handed this weekend and Mr. Corgo is also one-handed for the week, so together we make a pair of hands. So it was just really hard because there's just certain things that we just couldn't do. Like, we put the panels and the connectors together. We were just sort of like, all right, you hold this end, I'll hold the other end, and we'll push at the same time. So it was like really ridiculous and we were really tired. Personally for me, I'm still kind of recovering from a cold and I didn't really sleep that much this week, sorry. But it was just really funny. I've never struggled so much during setup. If you've seen my setup, it's really not that complicated at all. So it was pretty sad, but also pretty funny that we struggled really badly. I love AniRevo in the sense that there's just so many artists that attend this convention. And so we all sort of showed up at the same time for setup. And it was just really funny because so many people popped by saying like, is your finger okay? Are you guys okay? And right now I'm just doing some last minute prep. So like I'm currently updating my square machine and making some last minute signage. I will be soloing tomorrow and most likely soloing Sunday as well. But yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Alright y'all, good morning. I am solo today and I came here quite late. I think right now it's like 10:40 and I still have quite a bit of things to do. I took too long making lunch and taking the dog out. This is how I left off the booth yesterday. I just need to populate everything and do a little bit of inventory prep. Alright, this is how the table is looking. It's pretty much the same as my otaku-thon table if you didn't watch the video yet. I still have to fill this bucket up with corgis, and then we got glass cups. The only thing that's different is I'm a part of this ribbon rally. So for my ribbons, I have one where you can get one when you purchase something over $15. This one, I decided to have fun with these two just because last year I made my qualifications a little too easy. So this one, you have to walk by and give me your best puppy eyes without saying anything. And then this one I'm really excited about. I'm gonna make people bark for me, but I specifically said that you have to put in some effort because I'm looking for some big barks today. My back of table situation is looking a little dire and a little messy. We were given a 10 by 10 space, so an 8-foot table with a 2-foot exit. I've never been this disorganized before, and I think it's just because I got comfortable that this is a home convention. I'm just using my entire space to my benefit, which is really nice, but usually you wouldn't have this much backspace. I'm really disorganized right now. Like everything is just like splattered across my table. Nothing's really organized. And doors are in a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna do my best to get everything situated and organized. Alright, doors are officially open. 11:15, they actually open doors really late, but usually the first hour of AniRevo is quite chill. Oh, I'm not sure if the mic is picking up the sound. Oh, it is picking up the sound, but I'm kind of close to the stage and it's gonna be really annoying all weekend having to raise my voice. I think I need to apologize to all my table neighbors because one of my ribbons, the requirement is to bark at me with effort. So no like half-ass barking at me. But people have been very, very passionate about their barking and it gets very loud. So I think I need to apologize to all of my table neighbors and just let them know what's going on because I don't think anyone around me is doing the ribbon rally. So they're probably just confused why everyone's coming up to me and going, you know, but it's been pretty funny so far. I was not expecting this many people to be so passionate about the barking. All right, I'm gonna eat now because I didn't have breakfast, but I'm like ridiculously excited for this meal. It's a baked or toasted bagel with smoked salmon, avocado, red onions, capers, and cream cheese. It is 1:30, so just 2.5 hours into the show of Friday. And out of all the shows I've had so far this year, this Friday is extremely slow. I am assuming it's because everyone is working on a Friday. There is quite a bit of decent foot traffic, but it seems like everyone is still window shopping. I also think my location is a little bit weird just because I am kind of surrounded by a bunch of anime print artists. It's just that I, of course, sell corgi art, and so I feel like no one realizes that I'm actually here. This Friday is exceptionally slow. I'm finding that I'm fidgeting a lot and I'm checking my phone quite a bit, so that's not always a good sign. Hopefully it'll pick up this evening or tomorrow. I'm gonna eat the second part of my lunch, which is this salad kit from Costco. It's the sweet kale one. I love the salad, by the way. Alright, I guess I'm a food vlogger for this weekend. I never pack lunch because usually I travel to conventions, but since this is a home convention, I decided to pack lunch. Next up, we have this cucumber salad, which is like a salmon bagel recipe. If you're on TikTok, you might know the guy Logan, who is like obsessed with like cold noodles and kimchi. He's recently becoming more popular again for his cucumber salad recipes, and I made it and it's really good. Alright, I'm back. Right now it's 4:45. I'm not here to talk about the con or midday check. One of my artist friends dropped me off cake. This is hardly an AniRevo vlog. It's more like Cindy just eats. Thank you for the food, guys. And then a lot of people have been dropping off snacks, which is so sweet. Actual midday check. So there is 2 hours and a little bit left of the show. One of the guests told me that the panel / event schedule is a little bit messed up and the autograph schedule is messed up or something, so that's why traffic was a little bit weird today. Oh guys, look at this vlogger hard at work. She's so hard at work. Alright, I have closed my table. Right now it's 6:30 and I put a washroom sign out. But I think I'm just gonna spend the next half hour walking around saying hi to friends. It's so nice to walk around because I've been stuck at my table and I didn't walk around in Otaku-con. Oh, and look, it's my favorite flower girl. I always get my flowers from here.
Look. Nice.
Thank you. Hello, we are back for day 2 of AniRevo. I went home and I fell asleep last night, so there's not much to do, but we have our table set up. And then we have Mel from Krebico / Mel Bear with me. But anyways, today the show runs from 11 to 7, same hours as yesterday. And then Mel is just labeling my stuff because I'm really disorganized. And she needs to label it for her own sake. Because I don't label anything because I know where everything is, and Mr. Corgo knows where everything is, so I don't label anything. So she's like labeling it for me. Thank you. So Mel was pointing out a lot of things about my back storage organization, and it was really nice because she pointed out a lot of things that I didn't really think about. So before, these weren't labeled because I just had a photo to reference off, and then I just found the design and then I picked out the design from the bags. But she actually labeled them, which I never thought to do because I just have everything memorized and know where everything is. So to have them labeled and to just have like a third point of view about my table set was really informative. So thank you, Mel, for doing that for me. And here's my little snack corner that people have been throwing at me all weekend. So they did send instructions to rebook for 2025. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to rebook just because August is a very busy month for conventions. And I'm sort of just thinking about maybe I want a free weekend to do other things for myself, like pursue hobbies or prepare for other things. So I'm still questioning if I want to rebook. The nice thing about rebooking is that you secure a spot for next year and you secure an event for next year, right? But I'm sort of at the point in my career where I value my time and I value just my personal time and time to decompress and just do things for myself, if that makes sense. I would say foot traffic here is really good. I think people come to AniRevo more for the panels and the events rather than the shopping. We're done day 2! Hello everyone, good morning. It is day 3. Right now it's 11:30, so I was actually here a while ago, but it was a hectic morning. So doors open at 11, but apparently there is someone that is like really famous here doing autographs at 11. So what happened was a lot of guests started running. which is a safety concern. And I witnessed it firsthand because there was just a horde of people running straight to the autograph section, and they ended up knocking down a lot of people's displays, which is really frustrating to see. It's just really sad to see that there is a lack of etiquette and respect for people's property and space. There's just a lot of stuff that happened this morning. So I'm kind of like, my mind is kind of a bit jumbled right now. I'm not really in the mindset to sell, which is fine. I'm just going to take a moment to just decompress a little and settle a little bit and get to it, I guess. But Sundays are always very chill, so I'm not too worried about anything. But yeah. Oh, and literally a couple minutes ago, I sold out of glass cups. I think I only brought around 6 to 8 cups. It was all I had left, and usually I make more when I go home, but since my hand is still injured and it still hurts to like even move it around, can't really do anything with my hands, can't really restock anything right now, so what I have today is what I have. But happy to have it sell out. That was my first time selling out of glass cups. Usually glass cups don't do that well at conventions because I think they're a little impractical to carry around, but also I think in the last year or so there's been a lot of artists doing glass cups, so I think there is a bit of a saturation for glass cups, but I sold out and I'm happy. So there is about 6 hours of the show left. I'm solo all day today, but Mr. Corgo will be here the last hour or so to walk around and do some shopping and help me break down. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm back with another food tour because I have a lot of food. So first up, we have some Brecca's cake and cream puff. This was from Mr. Little Corgo. Left it in the fridge for me to eat. So thank you to my love. I have leftover pad thai. And then I have 2 bags of snacks because a lot of artists and attendees have been dropping by to give me a lot of snacks. So I have a lot of snacks for the next million conventions. So thank you guys so much for taking care of myself and all of our other artist peers. We really appreciate it. We do a really bad job feeding ourselves. This is the only time I've been eating really well during con. I think it's just because of home con and I get to come home and pack food. Alright, hello everyone. It has not been that long since I last did like a little checkup. Right now it's 11:30, or 1:30 rather, sorry. I did talk about rebooking yesterday. So to recap, they did send rebooking instructions yesterday through email, and I was very on the fence about rebooking because I feel like my time could be spent elsewhere. In the sense that like I have an online shop, I have my retail shelves, and then I do conventions as well. August is a very busy month for conventions. I ended up rebooking just for the sake of securing a table. I think this year might just be an off year for everyone, so I'm gonna give the convention one more chance. Alright, hello everyone. It is the last hour of the show. I did a little bit of shopping. This Sunday has been pretty interesting. The first little bit was quite dead, I would say, and I think it's because there was like a really famous person doing signings. Probably one of the busier Sundays I've had at a convention, which is surprising because I was pretty much talking about how all weekend it's been more on the slower side. So it's pretty interesting to see Sunday a little bit more busier. And I think it's just everyone who's been window shopping all weekend finally coming by and purchasing. So I've been selling a lot of corgi plushies and a lot of bucket hats actually too. So I've been trading my ribbons with other artists, and that's my ribbon train right now. Mr. Corgo is on his way down to help me break down, and also so I can leave my table and do a little bit more walking, a little bit more shopping. He's here! Woohoo! Time for me to walk around. Hi!
AniRevo's almost over.
Woohoo!
We're exhausted.
Alright, I got some desk mats for Mr. Little Corgo. He's currently manning the booth, and I am doing all the shopping right now. We are done, AniRevo! Woohoo!
One eternity later.
Hello, it has yet again been a very long time since the recording of this video. AniRevo was in early August and today is September 16th, so it has been quite a bit of time. I'm still kind of getting used to integrating video editing and posting on YouTube into like my regular work schedule, so thank you guys so much for the love and support and patience around my videos. I really do appreciate it. AniRevo, let's talk AniRevo. So coming back from Otakuthon Montreal to AniRevo, it really skewed the way I felt about AniRevo because Otakuthon was such a high of a show. It was actually one of my best performing shows of the year. And also it was a half vacation con, so it just felt really good to be at Otakuthon. So coming to AniRevo, it felt really unmemorable for me, especially from a business perspective. So sales and foot traffic felt really slow. Unfortunately, I was also placed closer to the stage, so whenever I did have customer interactions, it was a little bit hard to talk to them. And overall, I heard there was a lot of theft across the board. I didn't personally notice any theft. I lied, actually. I think I recall missing 6 little Corgo plushies and a bunch of stickers, so either I miscounted or I was a part of the theft. I don't know, but just hearing that there was theft across the board, you know, kind of brings down the vibes of the event, if that makes sense. However, I also do have to note again that AniRevo is a local convention for me. So I am in Vancouver, and the event also allows you to rebook. So what that means is that you're able to secure yourself a table for next year, which is kind of a nice perk. And also personally for me, it is really cheap for me to attend AniRevo because again, like I said, it's a local convention. So my only expenses was the table fee and parking. So very cheap convention for me to attend. I think my favorite part of AniRevo actually is how many artist friends there are at this convention that I personally know. Not from like my personal life, but just like that I've met along the way. I don't think it's because it's a local convention. Like, of course, I am in Vancouver and the event is in Vancouver, but like, I don't know, like everyone is here. Like people from Calgary, people from Toronto. I don't know, and I think it's one of the conventions where a lot of artists connect, and I'm not sure if it's because like it's really chill or like since it's rebooking we see each other again. I don't know. This was like one of the more social conventions for me. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really hard to explain, but personally I felt like there's just a lot of artists that I knew, and it felt really like cozy and friendly and comfortable. Like everywhere I went, like I just saw someone I knew. So I guess it's more vibey in a more social way, which is really neat because I feel like us artists, we don't often get a lot of chances to connect with other artists as we're always thinking about our shops and whatnot and like our tables, and we don't really leave our tables. So AniRevo is definitely a change of pace in a good way. Moving on, I heard from other Artist Alley veterans that AniRevo used to be a really, really good show, but it seems like it's declined over the years, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't have any solid evidence, nor have I been in the Artist Alley scene long enough to make a prediction or whatever. But as of now, personally for me, I think I'm going to be continuing going to AniRevo as it is local. However, I wouldn't really recommend it as a travel convention unless you want to do like a small vacation to Vancouver, or if you have a little bit of like extra money and capital to like mess around and find out. And if you want to try a show, by all means go for it. Just a reminder that whatever my feelings and experiences are about a show are my own, and everyone is entitled to their own thoughts and feelings about shows. What may work for myself might not work for other people, so please act based on what you think is best for you. I don't know, I'm just a fellow artist sharing her experiences, making silly little drawings and videos. But anyways, thank you all so much for the love and support for these videos and my shop, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.